Hello and welcome. Hello, happy Sunday. First Sunday on the new time. Hope you all are doing well. It's been a short day. Hopefully it's been a good day for you. Excuse me, I've been out in the yard, been working all day. It's been a really great day, but definitely have missed that hour. Isn't that crazy? It just feels like we've missed like a half of the day, I feel like. So hopefully you guys have been creative over the past few days and that you've had a really good week. So I am looking forward to showing you these new card designs that I have to share with you. And wanted to also let you all know that next Sunday I will not be live. I will be at a Stamping Up event, and I will be spending Sunday evening with my family. So I cannot wait, however, to show you the following Sunday, which is, let me see what day that is. On Sunday the 24th, I cannot wait to show you all the fun things that I've learned, that I was able to get in swaps. It's always such a fun time to get together with other demonstrators. So I'm really looking forward to sharing all of that with you. So let me bring you up here. Had to look at my calendar and lost my video. So hope you guys are all doing well. Looking forward to the week ahead. And if you have any questions, let me know. So let me go ahead and transition my computer and we will get started. Get everything out here. If you're joining me, hey Renee, how are you? Say hi. If you're joining live, say hi. If you're on the replay, let me know that you watched this. And I will show you the first card that we're going to get started on. So let me point you down. Okay, there we are. Lots of sun coming in. I didn't pull the shade, but maybe I should have. So this is the first card we will be making. And there you go. You can see that better that way. All right. This will be using the Everyday Details. Don't mind me. This actually came damaged and I never got Stampin' Up to replace it. You know, if you ever get a damaged case, you just call them and let them know and they'll send you a new one. So the Everyday Details, we'll be using that along with the dies that go with this. And this is actually in the current mini catalog. We'll be using that as well as these beautiful new embossing folders that are in the online exclusives. So hopefully you can see those. We're going to be using this beautiful flowery one. It's one of my favorites. Those just became available on March the 5th. And then, let's see, we're also using this designer series paper. It's called Just Kidding, right? Out of the current mini as well. Now, full confession here, like I'm not crazy about this kid side, but I love the other side of this paper. The greens, look at that, so fun. There are only 2 sheets that I would not use out of this pack. So I'm using this to show you how versatile this pack is. And this is the page that we're going to be using. So that is what the first card will consist of. So let's go ahead and get this party started. So what we're doing is we have a piece of Pool Party. And let me get my phone where I can see your comments here. Yes, Renee, I'm doing awesome and I am so excited. I cannot wait. I'm glad that you're doing well also. So fun. All right, so we're going to, this is 4 1/4. So I'm going to tell you guys it's like a 4 1/4 by 11. I scored this card at 3 inches. And that's at one end. And then at the other side, 2.5. Okay, it's important that you flip that around. One's going to be the top, one will be the bottom. It comes together. It's kind of like a gatefold the other way. I am sorry that this is, this new time change, let me get the, let me get my blinds closed here. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. All right, let me get my big head out of the way. I've been working in my garden all day. It has been so productive. We've had a really fun day, but it has felt like super short. Like we're like rush, 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 like get everything done. I don't know why that is. Just like feel like it's so productive that way. Okay, and then I have a piece of scrap white, which we will use to stamp with our Memento Black. All right, we are going to use, again, the everyday details. We're going to use this flower pot, and I'm going just to load this up. Let me get the bigger block. Let's see. How has your Sunday been? Everybody doing well? Been productive? Feel like you're ready for the week? Just gonna stamp that in the middle here. All right. And we're gonna use our blends to go ahead and color this in. I have the Daffodil Delight, I have the Flirty Flamingo, I have Pool Party, which matches our card base, and then I have Granny Apple Green. Okay, so I always like to start with the light colors. I don't know why, but I do. So I will color these in. One of my favorite products is our Stampin' Blends. So, don't know if you guys love them. I definitely do. So let me color these in. This is the light. Okay. And then I go back in with the dark and just literally add some details here. Okay. So there's no rhyme or reason with these. That's what I love about them. You can kind of see I'm not really following any lines per se. The yellow, I've got the light yellow. Just going to go ahead and color in these little ones down here. Love how simple this is. And then the dark Daffodil Delight, color in the centers. Now you can recreate these cards very, very easily. This is a very simple class that I pulled together last night. Just trying to be simple and reproducible. That's what it's all about, right? Just being very easy. Add some color here. All right, and then come in with the dark. Love that. You can just go over the lines. That's all it is, right? Stampin' Up gives us those guidelines on the stamp. So I love that. I'm actually taking my Pool Party and going over this. This is my light Pool Party, just to give it some color. Oh, it looks like I missed some of the leaves there. Let's see, where's my Granny Apple Green? Is this the light? Yes. Don't know what I was thinking there. Then the dark back over. Okay. All right, and then I'm also going to take the light and I'm going to go over the pot. I'm going to leave the center like kind of white because that's kind of where the focus of my light source is. So I want that to kind of be lighter. Okay. Color this in. This is my dark. Going over this. This really kind of creates that dimension that we all love with the blends. Okay. And then, hey Robin, good to see you. Then I'm just going to go over this all together, right? And just kind of blend it. And that gives you that focus, that light kind of source where you can kind of see where it's actually coming through. So that's how I like to do that. I will take this. Let me tap these dots out. This is the, sorry. This is the daily, what is this called? Everyday Details dies. I use it all the time, but I never clean these little dots out. Do y'all have this bundle? Sometimes I tap them out like I just tried to do, but I think I've just ran this through too many times and it did not come out. So I'm going to have these dots all over. All right. Get these cleaned out here. You get the idea. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo-wee, hot mess. I just vacuumed this morning. There it goes. Okay, well, I got some of them out. I'm not gonna worry about it, but we are going to run this through our die cutting machine. We're also gonna use the Fun Patterns embossing folder. We're gonna run the Azure Afternoon through that folder, like so. Now you may be saying, this is actually wider than your folder. You're right, it is. So we're gonna run this through, we're gonna match it up. I'll show you how we do that. Super easy. So let's go ahead and get to that. Get this, and then we will finish assembling our card. Hope you guys are all good. Ready for an awesome week. Okay. So I'm gonna load this up here. You put your bind, or the what do you call that? The fold in first. Right, and I always kind of do mine in a slant so it doesn't sound like it's chunking on my machine too much. So once I got that through, I'm just going to line this up on this side to get that full, there we go. I may actually line it up over here too, because I don't want it running into the side of my machine being too wide. So it just lines back up very, very easily, and push that right through there. Okay. And I love doing this whenever you have like a basic background. This really kind of adds a little step up. So I love that. Now for the die cutting, let me stick this little shim in here and we will lay this out. And this is just a piece of scrap basic white. Run that through. Okay. All right. And then you can take off. Now you could actually use this as another frame. There he goes. This is what I usually do after I'm done. Kind of tap it. It kind of gets those little dots out of there. So we won't worry about that. Not a big deal. I love this die set though. It's fabulous. I hope they carry it over. We will find out about which items are carrying over on March the, I think it's March 18th. I think it is that I heard. We will be finding out our carryover items. So again, this designer series paper is from the Just Kidding Around, or Just Kidding, I think it's called. And I love the other side with all these fun colors and these little like geometric little shapes. So I'm going to use that. Actually, let me dimension all this. Let's get these babies over here. Okay. And anybody who's in the local area had a really fun time at our class in Matthews the other night. Always have a fun time. Have our Indian Trail class coming up next week. And our team meeting is coming up to Tuesday night. So we always get together twice a month, and then we have our Zoom meeting, team meetings. We just call them gathering times, right? Where we go ahead and stamp together, we create, we inspire each other. It's just a lot of fun. So that's coming up. If you're looking for an outlet, let me know. We are always adding to our team. We just had another new team member join the other day. So we are expanding our team. Okay, so here we go. So that is our focal point. And our card is the pull party, which pulls these colors in together really nicely. So it's kind of like a gatefold, but it's the other direction, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to here, just down to that separation. You could put this on a belly band. I, again, am just looking for simplicity and just showing you very easy ways to pull some quick, cute cards together, and wanted to give you another idea. So it's kind of the method behind my madness. We are using the rainbow adhesive back dots in the mini catalog as well. And I love these because of the colors. They're just so beautiful. And they go with everything that we are using today. So, here's the flirty flamingo. Here's a little purple. We'll just stick that guy up there. There we go. So, and that is our first card. But hang on, time out. I stamped this too. This is the inside. A pro tip for you, if you want to make the most out of a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of basic white or thick white, I use these for the insides. I cut this whole sheet I'll cut at 5 inches, and then cut it 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and then your other two would be 3.5 and 3.5, right? Because you cut it anyway, you end up with 5 out of 1 sheet of paper. If that's confusing for anybody, let me know, and I can run that by you again. But it's a very easy way to extend your insides for your paper. So I'm just stamping off here and adding this to the inside, and that was in crumb cake. So again, just another way to carry out the theme of our card here on the inside. Okay, and it's kind of a neutral that way. You can actually write over it, but yet still shows that beautiful floral stamp. Love that. Okay. And on my inside of my other one, I put here, wishing you so much joy on the special day. So we could do that. I put it up here so that, you know, it didn't take away from the inside. But you could do that or just leave it the way it is. And there is your card. Card number 1. Okay? So I hope you like that. Again, quick and easy. And now we're going to, I'm going to move these dots aside. Try to clean up as I go. Do you guys do that? Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Usually it doesn't. All right, the second card is, let me see, which one do I want to show you? I'm going to show you this. So this is a really fun way to use your designer series papers. So I don't know about y'all. I absolutely love this Lovely and Sweet, I think it's called, or I don't have the catalog close by. It is all of this beautiful golds and bronze, or the pebbled path. And my favorite color is teal. I love the Pool Party and the Lost Lagoon and the Peacock. I just love it. And I love this leather ribbon, but I haven't used it a lot. So what I thought would be really fun is to just take these different papers, all the golds and that are in this paper here, and actually cut them in like 3-inch strips, right? So this is 12 by 12, and I cut them in 3-inch strips. So we will do that here, and I will just show you very simply how these all come together, just how quick, just how fun, and you can just make them all different. So I just kind of played with them today, and so I'll show you how to make those. So I took this one, again, it's 3 inches. Let me double check. Yep, 3 inches by 12. And I just cut mine in strips. Now this one, I had already started this designer series paper the other direction. So I'm just going to cut this at 3 inches this way. So this will be a little bit shorter, which is fine. For your directional pages, you want to make sure you're going the right direction. For these, they are non-directional. So you're good just to cut them out. This one is like a newspaper print with a gold fleck. Love that. So you'll make sure you get that one right side up. Cut that. And then this beautiful white with gold, kind of like, reminds me of like old graph paper or something. Okay. I wasn't watching. Hey Amy, hey Cassie. Which stamp set are you using? I used the Everyday Details with the Everyday Details dies that match out of the mini. Okay, that's what I used. All right, so let me put this in here. And I am going to go ahead and grab a piece. I already stuck some cardstock in here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of the peacock. And I'm going to cut this in half at 5.5 by 8.5, right? I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Get that all ready. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take, let's see, on all these others, let me show y'all this again. On all these others, I had a coordinating, can you see the coordinating paper behind there? This one, I kind of added some color in other places. So let me do, let me see what I have in my little packet here. Let's do maybe some crumb cake. That would probably be pretty. Yeah, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Crumb cake with the golds. That'll be nice. All right, so this needs to be, so you have your card base here, which is a standard. And then, actually, I've made these the other way. Let me, time out. Let me retract that. Time out, time out. I think I need another piece because I'll use this on another card. The reason is because all the dimensions that I put together are actually using this. So let's just flip it. Here we go. Just get my act together. All right, so we're going to do that. Our card base is going to be the crumb cake. And then our piece in the middle is going to be this peacock. Okay. So again, this is 4 1/4 by 11. It's going to be scored at 5 1/2. I want you guys to be able to recreate this very easily. Okay. And then our accent piece, which all of the designer series papers are going to go on, is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right. So there's 5 1/2 and 3 1/4. Just chop that off like that. Okay. So that is going to be what we line all of our designer series papers on. Now, you can do an accent color, which I may do that too. Just grab some Pool Party. And you just want those to be 5 1/2. So I'm going to do those at 3/4 of an inch long. They need to be 5 1/2 at least. So I will just put this, cut that the full length. Okay. I'm just kind of doing this as we go. Okay. Now we are ready for our beautiful papers. I already cut that one. Okay. So we said we need 5 of these 1 inch strips that are 3 inches wide, because we're going to go in the portrait orientation. Okay. The reason I couldn't use the peacock before, because it was in the landscape orientation. That would not work for the papers how I cut it. So just be mindful when you are doing that. Okay. So I'm going to cut 1 inch strips. Now you can also, which would be really beautiful, is to go ahead and make this like a scenery. You want to cut 5 1 inch strips. So for mine, I'm going to do mine all different designer series papers at 1 inch each. Okay. Just 3. But like I said, you could actually create your own background. You could do so many neat things. Just 1 inch here. And then let's check out the back of these. Ooh, that would be cool. All right, so we're going to turn this over. We're going to cut this at 1 inch. I'm going to use that in the middle because it's a little bit different. All right, so that's what you need. But an easy way to do these cards, which is how I did all of these earlier today, is I just cut up these strips, just a bunch of them at one time, and then I just started laying them out, right? And that they all came together like literally within 10 minutes. So just thought, wow, how great of an easy design is this, but makes such a pretty impact. Okay, so there we have it. Let's bring our card elements back in. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the peacock, the pool party, and the crumb cake all together. So I think we're gonna have a pretty fabulous card. All right, so this, like I said, it's kind of like our middle piece that's a little bit different. You're going to line one up at the bottom with a little bit of border. Can you guys see that okay? A little bit of border on the 2 sides, flush top, flush bottom. Got me? So I'm always an advocate of laying it out before you do it down. Now you can check out the other side too, and you don't want to neglect that. This paper is just gorgeous. It's in the mini. Lovely and Sweet, I think it's called again. I haven't used it enough. It is just so pretty. So there we have it, right? That's the way we're going to lay it out, and then just literally start gluing it down. I always start with the top and bottom, same as I did when I laid it out. And you don't even need to be exact. Just get it on the paper. That's why I love my liquid glue, because it allows me to move it around a little bit. Now y'all are going to love this next card too. I'm just telling you, it is a fabulous card to use all this gorgeous designer series paper that we have. And we all know we have a lot of it right now, and the online exclusives, the mini catalog. I mean, don't miss those awesome products that we have going on. So you'll be able to apply this design to any of those papers and any of those suites. So you're going to love that. All right, so we're going to lay that down. See how easily that's coming together, and I just kind of work my way towards the middle. That way everything is semi-spaced out pretty evenly. Hi, Judy. Can't wait to see you either, my friend. We're going to have so much fun. We're all going to Houston together, and can't wait to show y'all what we learned when I get back. So I won't be live next Sunday, but I will be live the following Sunday. I'm going to spend next Sunday with my family when I come back that afternoon. So, and that is the focal point of our card. Isn't that so pretty? Now, to kind of offset this, I just thought, you know, when we were cutting the paper, how pretty to go ahead and put some pool party behind there. So what we're going to do, you can also do this in a foil. You can do it with the same designer series paper. Choose one of the ones that you like the best. But I just like having that contrast in color. So like that. Let's do the other side. Again, this is 5.5 inches tall. And I cut this at 3/4 inches wide, each one of these, okay? So again, it doesn't have to be exact. That's pretty close. Get that lined up as much as I can. All right, and take your snips and literally just cut it off even on both sides. Okay? And there you have the focal point of your card. Isn't that pretty? And that just layers up very nicely. And I may have to give it a little snip on the bottom there too, but you get the idea. How cool is that, right? I'm actually going to, where is that ribbon? Ta-da. This beautiful, beautiful ribbon that was free from Celebration. I have to use it. It's too pretty not to. So I'm going to wrap this around. Get this glue out of the way. And let me see if I can do a bow. Okay. So for y'all on my team, I can't wait to see you Tuesday night. We're going to have so much fun. We are going to have fun. We always do a shoebox swap. So everybody brings their designs and we all get to make each other's cards. I truly, truly believe in connecting and sharing with each other, inspiring one another. It's so fun, right? We all love it. We all need it. Okay, there we go. So, I love this ribbon. Okay, so there's our ribbon and our card. Now you can move this wherever you want, right? So if you don't like it on that side, you can put it on the other side, however you want to do it. I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I'm going to add one to the middle as well. Okay. And here we go. See if I can get this even. Like I said, at the bottom I probably need to shave off a hair off the bottom. But that's okay too. It's very easy to do. Just flip it over and give it a little hair trim. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Love that so much. What I did not grab, which I wish I did, is the dies that go with this. Let me see if I can grab them really fast. Where are they? This and this. There's two sets, right? That kind of go with this. So you guys remember seeing these in the mini. I'm going to pull this one out. I think this is so pretty. And maybe even this guy. And I'm going to run these through a stamp and cut and emboss machine. I'm going to run some of this through it. Do you think that would be okay? Let's see. Let's do that one. No, let's do this one and let's do that one. Okay? And that'll just add some really pretty flair. Let's get our card out of the way. And then I'm also at the same time, I'm going to run a circle through just some basic white and the detailed, these right here. Let me see if I can get these. Dun, dun, dun. And that's what we will do our sentiment on. That's not big enough. Let's see. I have a bigger piece of basic white scrap. I have a lot of squares, but not really. Maybe, nope. Let's see. Let me just grab a piece of white real quick. Didn't really come too prepared, but it's all good. Hi, Anna. Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to cut this off here, 4 1/4. There we go. That way it'll fit my circle die. Okay, so I got my circle die. Let me just run that through first. And then you guys can see that. Okay. So here's my circle die. Everyday details, right? So we'll use that one. And then we're going to take our beautiful foils. You can lay these side by side. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this one in the gold, and then I'm going to run this one through in the white. So that'll give us a little something pretty behind that label. Okay. There it goes. This is gorgeous. So there's that one, and then my other one stuck to my paper. We got that one. Okay. I think that's all we need for that. All right, I'm gonna put these back. This one is the Notes of Nature dies. It kind of was shown together in the mini. So for those of you who aren't as familiar with the mini, that's where you will find these. Kind of reminds me of like a collaging set. And these are one of my faves. Okay, so we got that. Here's our card. Here's our little label with the dots out. Okay. And I am going to use, I think I'm going to go with Pretty Peacock because I think that would be beautiful, and it will pull out that pretty peacock there. And we are going to, I think I'm going to use this You Make Every Day a Little Brighter. No, that won't fit, will it? Wishing you so much joy on this special day. Let's do that. Sounds good. Got to think about what did I just cut out. So this one, Juicy Peacock ink pad. There's that. So pretty. All right. I may take this little, let's see. I wanted to add a little something to the back of this. What do you guys think? Let me take my little stamp off thing here. Stamp twice. That. That's good. Just needed a little something else. So it gives you the same hue, but just a little bit not as intense. Okay, so we got that ready. Now what we're gonna do is take our little pieces that we die cut. We're gonna kind of lay these behind there, tuck them in. Isn't that pretty? Kind of like that. Like that. So no rhyme or reason, right? Just kind of stick them down and get those the way you want it. Make sure this other one got glued down really good. Turn it. Oops. Come on now. I kind of trim that so it doesn't look like it's the end of the stem. All right, so got that. I'm going to use dimensionals on this. Got your fingers all sticky. I'm going to pop this up. Okay. So again, super simple to pull a really pretty card together. And here you go. Get that underneath there. Just love that color combination. You guys like that? And let's see, these little dots that came with this bundle, they're little cork dots. You guys played with those yet? I love them. So just unstick those. Kind of have like a natural look to them, right? Do 3. I always do 3. And there is card number 2. Fun way to use your designer series paper. Super easy. So, hope you guys liked that one. And again, for those of you who joined me a little bit later, so I had these that I went ahead and did earlier today. I was just laying them out, just cut a bunch of strips out, use different ribbons. This is like that glittery kind of suede. This one I added some of the pool party to the white backgrounds. This one I kind of offset it a little bit. And there's that. Okay. I will say I love this one the best. This was the only one I put the sentiment on. So like that. Cool. That's card number 2. Card number 3 is super fun. So very easy way to whip out some really cute cards here using this new zinnia paper. Got that sticky there. Opens up like this. It actually opens up like, it's a double fun fold. So you open it like this and it opens all the way up. Is that not cool? So it's literally 2 fun folds into 1 card. So just kind of happened that way. All right, so let me show you how to do this. So first and foremost, let me get all my pieces. How am I doing on time? 6:48. I've got 10 minutes, y'all. All right, so this is our Blackberry Bliss. I love, love, love this color. And you're going to see it at convention, or what do we call it? On stage. You're going to see it at on stage. So this one I actually cut at 5.5 by 8.25. All right. And then I scored this at 4.25 here. And then I scored it at 2 1/8 because that's half of that, right? So half and then half essentially is what it is. So then you score it, or you fold it on the score line, and then you fold it back on itself. Okay. You want to make sure that you burnish those edges really, really well on both of these. Okay. I think I've got it good and scored. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of 12 by 12. What you want to do when you're choosing a piece is you want to make sure you love both sides, right? So make sure it's directionally correct so that you get everything that you need facing the right way. So for this one, there's no direction on it, but I'm going to cut this. Let me put this out of the way. Cutting this at 5 1/4. Right, all the way down. Ka-chunk. Get that out of the way. Okay, and then I'm cutting it. Bring your arm out. 11 1/4. So, is it 11 1/4? Hang on a minute. Time out. Let me measure something on this one because I wanted to change it up from my original instructions. I can't remember if I wrote it down. Let's see here. Give me a minute. Sorry. This is part of creating. So that is. So it's a 1/2 inch. So yes, that is correct. So I need this to be actually 11 1/2. All right, so I'm going to take a 1/2 inch. I think that's right. 1/2 inch off. We're going to save this. Don't throw that away. Okay. And then we're going to score this at 1 3/4. Jot these down. Don't cut them. Just score them. 1 3/4. And remember, on your designer series paper, don't go all the way through, so you don't want to press too hard. 4 3/4, because it rips really easily. Okay, and then 7 3/4. And then I have a 3 3/4 inch piece. I think that's correct. All right, you'll see how it comes out. I think, pretty sure that's the right way. Okay, so I want this to be my inside of my card, right? So I'm going to then fold it this way and burnish. Fold it this way and burnish. And then fold it this way and burnish that. And that is my front, okay? This piece, I'm actually going to attach it to the edge of that score, okay? Let me go ahead and do that really quickly. And lay it down. Your eyes will play tricks on you. Trust me, my friend. These grid marks are not kind to old eyes. Okay, I think that's good. You can use it to bone fold it. So that way, it kind of like looks like it almost kind of comes together, but it just carries out that theme, okay? So then what we are going to do is we are going to take our card front or card that we actually did the fun fold on, right? And we will lay this on here. And you can just match it up. You can make it so that it's more flush on the left, however you want to do it, however you're comfortable. Glue it down. Right, get up to the edge. You want to make sure you don't get too far up or too far over or too far down. So we're going to lay this down here. And this just gives a really nice border. In all actuality, you may want to leave that, just make it 11 3/4 rather than what I did, 11 1/2. Let me change my directions. 11 3/4. So you're only cutting off, this would only be 1/4 strip when mine is actually a half. You guys follow me? Can't get my ruler here. So see, this is that's a half. So if you went ahead and just did 1/4 of an inch here, it would be 1/4 of an inch added on, so it would be more centered. Okay, so but either way it's fine, it's beautiful the way it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down so that it becomes an actual flap. Let me show you the way it looks. So when you open it, it opens like this, right? And it really lays out nicely. Now, you have a couple of panels that you can actually decorate. I'm going to put the weight on the inside here. There we go. And I'm going to decorate this as well. This is my 3.5 by 5. Okay. And I have my beautiful zinnia, which I love so much. And I'm going to stamp this in the Highland Heather. You might mess up a little bit. Okay. So there you go. There's your Highland Heather. And then for this sentiment, I wanted to do Blackberry Bliss. I love that. I'm just in love with this color lately. I know y'all have noticed. So let me see here. So I've got this longer block, and I'm also going to use this other brand new stamp set. It's called Sweetly Scripted. I love it so much. This is going to be a birthday card. So I literally am going to just put that in the center here. I have a piece of basic white that measures, it's going to be like the base. It's 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. The Blackberry Bliss is 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. And then the basic white that we're going to stamp on is 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right. So let's just go there. And then go down. Okay. A very, very, very easy card. And you would not think that by looking at it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one also. The zinnias are one of my favorites. One of the online exclusives. And I really, really love the sequins that go along with it. We're going to add those to this card also. Again, these cards, I gave you the dimensions here as I went along. Y'all can recreate these very, very easily. And you really should. You should absolutely take advantage of that and do those yourself. So if you extend this a little longer, you'll also want this to go a little bit longer, right? So it goes all the way to the edge, just saying. So you have that. And then because this is one sheet, one strip, I'm going to add those there. Add it like so. Then I'm going to add some of these beautiful, beautiful sequins. And you have a super quick and easy card. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I have enjoyed doing these with you, and I can't wait to share with you all of my fun convention stories and beautiful swaps that I get for convention. And I look forward to sharing more fun things with you. Hope you have a really awesome week ahead, and show me what you're making next week. Instead of me coming live to you, I hope you guys are showing me what you make. And I will be back in 2 weeks, 2 Sundays. All right, have a great week, and thanks again for watching. Have a great, great whole week ahead. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.